In Albania, the first vaccination against COVID-19 began this week. First, for the frontline medical workers, with the first hundreds of doses donated by an anonymous EU country. After Serbia, Albania is the second country to start this process in the Western Balkans, a region bordering the EU which is struggling to get what they need to protect their 20 million inhabitants.
If you will see how the European Union has gone about this process, for the moment, it's decided to think only of itself. It's just been left up to member states to begin any bilateral dialogue with non-EU countries on access to vaccines.
As many other non-EU countries, the Western Balkans have invested in the COVAX Global Vaccine Procurement Agency, but no one knows when this platform will start delivering. With these first vaccines donated by an EU member state, and with all the financial and medical equipment also donated by the EU during the pandemic, the 6 countries of the Western Balkans still feel abandoned and left behind in the war against COVID-19. The Albanian Prime Minister does not mind his words.
COVAX will get up and running eventually, but right now, no one knows when this will be possible. And as we've seen so far, every country has been going by the principle of every man for himself. This is what the European Union has done, and it's unfortunate. I've said it since day one, that it's not only morally and politically unacceptable, but it's also logically unjustified.
For Romanian MEP Vlad Gheorghe, while the EU is doing quite well in the process of securing and distributing vaccines for its own member states, more should be done to help EU member hopefuls and neighbours at this difficult time.
I'm sure that we could get better solutions, and we should think about expanding the area for which we are responsible, because again, if the European Union reacts right now in a time of crisis, this is the way that our relationship, let's say with Albania, with Serbia, is going to be defined for the next maybe 10 or 20 years. It's going to be defined by the way we act now.
Albania promised to donate a small part of what it received from the anonymous EU member state to Kosovo next week, before getting its own 500,000 Pfizer doses in the 3rd week of January. As for the rest of the Western Balkans and non-EU countries, they still keep waiting for COVAX.